3, 2, 1.
I love the sync.
And we live once again. Yo, YouTube, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Cuz Chill. Chill, man.
Chill.
You know, y'all seeing some different faces. Today we got my cousin out here, man. Once again, I am Migo. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Go for it, man.
Yo, checking in. Hey, it's Eric. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric. Come
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with it. Let's come with it, you know? Oh,
y'all know what to do?
I'm out here just...
You told me to put it on?
No,
you want to put it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Because
It feel good, don't it? You got the ball. You already a natural ball.
It's a little breeze.
Hey, I did it just to see, like, you know, what I look like with it, and then it's cheaper right now.
Look good, man.
Yeah.
It is.
So, yeah,
Fitting.
Motherfucking shit expensive.
It's not $70, huh?
Huh?
It's not $70, huh?
Nah, it's not. It's free $99 right now.
No, you got
As long as I got the supplies, easy.
For a 2-paw, like some niggas got.
Yeah, some people needed the helmet as a kid and they didn't get it.
Some of them look like Little Bill.
But yeah, y'all know who else we got, man. Y'all go ahead and reintroduce yourselves.
See that how I'm in this thing again, you know.
Stand out.
Period. Standouts. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to.
All of that shit.
Oh, she didn't give out her AKAs this
I
time.
didn't start. I was talking about the standouts. I'm about to.
Okay. Oh, here she go. Oh,
Yeah, you
now
know.
Here we go.
And then it's Brittany, the big cousin, aka BB, aka the best cousin, aka the favorite cousin. You know what it is.
Okay, she changing them up every episode is what I'm seeing now. You feel me? Because it was a totally different thing last go around.
I'm a Gemini. It's gonna be something different every week. Y'all know.
We go with the Zodiac.
I swear by it.
We don't even want to
Y'all
start
believe in the Zodiac shit actually shaping somebody's personality in the way they act? Like, really? Y'all believe that? You clearly do.
I do.
I mean,
I think there might be some common stuff.
Don't.
Nah.
You don't?
I think there's some common stuff that's like all, like how they say all left-handed people, all right-handed people do certain things. There's some common traits that might be.
I heard that.
No, because you know they say like left-handed is like more creative. There might be common traits that you might find out, but I don't think it's as serious as people make it out to be.
Yeah, not that extreme. Like, what's some of the wildest Zodiac caricatures or characteristics have y'all heard of? Like, I'm a Capricorn. I don't like cold water. Like, what's the wildest ones y'all know? Because I don't even tap into that shit. So
People be telling me I got multiple sides, but they be lying.
you don't feel like you do? You feel like you don't? Like,
I feel like I'm the coolest person until I'm provoked. You gotta provoke. And I think, but that could be with any person. I think that's any zodiac sign. But you know, every time up and down social media, it's always. If I had to sacrifice a sign, it's gonna be a Gemini. I hate Geminis. I can't stand you motherfuckers. Y'all this, y'all that. I'm like, yeah, because y'all provoke us. We really the coolest people. We be chilling until provoked. And then that's when you meet BB, a.k.a. the best cousin, the big cousin, the little cousin, whatever, because I be chilling. But people do not like us.
so you just named 4 different Britneys, right?
4 different Britneys.
So
You know, because that's what I'm saying. They be coming out.
So
And my cousin definitely told me, you're Gemini. Your Gemini is starting to show.
So that's a Gemini.
So you said did
That's
she?
what we should say. Each one to say what their main one is. So
But did she just describe herself as a thing? She said she don't like them to say they are.
Yeah, she did. Literally.
Because I could swing says you don't like them saying y'all got multiple personalities.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you just said you got it's 4 of you.
It's what she's
I'm saying like, because
provoked
people say
into.
we hate y'all because y'all have multiple personalities, and I'm like, well, then don't provoke us if y'all feel like we got 4 or 5 different other people finna come out.
That's some projection going on.
It
Don't
could
don't
be.
provoke. But I get it. I'm gonna respect it. I don't want you to start Gemini.
See,
I'm
that's what
respect
Who
it.
are other famous Geminis? Is Kanye West?
Kanye West is definitely a Gemini.
Okay, so what do you think about you and Kanye West is similar?
That is a bad
Kiki says it all the time. Like she be like, "Your Kanye West is showing,"
Wow.
and she tells me that like.
She says you Yeezy.
Yeah, you Yeezy.
Because she said I be
Oh,
crazy
man.
sometimes, but even Kiki would tell. Because sometimes we'll be on the phone and we cool, right? Like I have a love-hate relationship with Leos. I do believe in the Zodiac stuff, but Kiki would tell me all the time, like, okay, you finna start being a bitch and I'm finna get off the phone because your Kanye is showing and I don't have time. But it'll be after she said something multiple times to piss me off. Like I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna be like, okay, I let you slide. Then you gonna keep going. But Kiki would keep going until I click. And then I'm crazy and I don't have no sense. And now I'm Gemini and my multiple personalities are showing.
That's where the problem come in.
That's where the problem come in. But I'm like, you provoked me for 20 minutes straight.
So
But
for
it
y'all,
sounded like But it sounded like you can't control that though. She doing it every time.
I can't control it. I just let her have it because I be at the same time I be like, stop fucking with me. But I literally sit there and she know I just sit up there. I take so much. I have the most patience, I feel like, until I don't. But it's only to be at this point, it'll be like, leave me the fuck alone.
So Geminis, y'all don't
We the
categorize
best.
them at So Geminis,
We cool people.
you know my run in. You the only Gemini I probably fuck with.
You just had a
No,
bad
did it.
run in, and that was not a
No,
typical. That was a
I've
different type of Gemini
That
breed.
was like I shouldn't even ran in. I wish I didn't have no legs.
I mean, you could have because she was fine as fuck. So I understand why you did what you did. However, she wasn't us. They not like us. We different.
But you a May Gemini. Them June Geminis can all like go like to hell.
I'll agree
I
with
don't
you
know
on
how
that,
else to
and
say
that's
it.
male and female. I would definitely agree with you on that.
So where are you getting at? What happened with you to have you have
Can we finish the Zodiac?
Come on, the topic is on the topic is on the line.
We're gonna like name each one and say what their main.
Oh, we gonna
Like,
name?
what do people
How about?
think of Scorpio?
Let's talk about the Taurus. Let's talk about the
I'm about to
Bulls.
say, let's start with our birthday.
Let's
Let's
start
start
with the Bulls.
Okay, I'm
the
a
Bulls.
Capricorn. What they say about Capricorn?
I divorced mine. I don't know. I don't.
Damn.
You say what?
I
She
divorced
divorced
mine.
her.
Divorced yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was some shit about him that you would attribute to maybe a zodiac sign?
I'm trying to remember. Who's the?
I don't know. He was just a liar.
Damn.
I will say this. He was a provider. He was a protector.
I already know. Okay.
Never. I always felt safe with him until I did it. Like physically, I felt safe. I knew that he would never let anything get to me or our kids. Like I felt protected.
Respect.
I knew that him being a provider, it was going to be there because he's a provider. He believes in hard work, but the accountability. He was never wrong about anything. Like he was never wrong.
I argue like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's our very argumentative.
If somebody make a valid point, I'll accept that point.
Right,
That's being my growth personally, though. But naturally, I argue.
I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers gotta get there mentally for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah.
It's just some growth and maturity to be able to be hear something and hear somebody. Like, even if they loud and aggressive with it, if they right, you right, bro. And I'm like, gotta.
It take us a little bit long.
He'll argue.
What do you think? Do you think there's anything about your sign that people put a negative?
Negative? I don't know about negative because I don't really hear people just hate Capricorn.
I gotta give you that. I don't hear too much about Capricorn.
Not really.
Y'all be in songs.
Yeah,
but
you know.
Who is that? Tyrese. I met a Capricorn.
Yeah. Beyonce
so-
did one too with Capricorns.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't
There
know
we
what
go.
celebrities or famous people are Capricorns either or historical figures.
So-
yeah, we can do that. We can Google that.
I'll look for you
Google
while y'all
Capricorn.
talk about it.
Your sign of Cancer, right?
Oh yeah, cancel.
Cancer.
Cancers are crybabies.
I was about to say that's all I've heard about that. They just say so they sensitive. Yeah.
Man, I'm just sitting there chilling.
So you
No,
ain't
you're
even
not a
you ain't even
crybaby,
fitting
though.
that stereotype then.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Let me see.
Well,
Celebrity
shit,
Cameron don't even
Capricorns.
show no emotions for real. I mean,
I just think they could have gave y'all a better name than Cancer though. That's kind of
feel
like
like-
damn like
Y'all
whoever.
good.
No, I just mean from like what the word
Denzel
Cancer
Washington,
mean.
Bradley Cooper, John Legend.
We got Michelle Obama, LeBron.
Michelle. Hold on, is that mine? No, that's yours.
This a Capricorn.
Okay, that's Capricorn.
Nah,
Who y'all
Denzel ain't no
got?
Gemini. He's definitely a Capricorn.
Who?
Okay, shit.
Denzel Washington. Y'all got some good people.
Denzel,
Denzel.
all you have to
Get
say
your
is
hands
Denzel,
off of me.
And I'm good.
John Legend.
got-
Zayn is a singer.
Denzel.
Mary J.
Zayn
Blige.
Pillow Talk.
Ricky Martin. Is that Living La Vida Loca?
Yeah. I don't give a
Blue
fuck
Ivy. Dolly Parton.
I'm not gonna look
Elvis.
at mine.
about it.
Martin Luther King.
salute.
Betty,
No, yes
Betty
I
White.
am.
Gail King.
Gail
All right,
King,
so
Jim
while they
Carrey.
look,
That's all you need is Jim Carrey.
so while y'all looking at a Taurus,
Let me look them up.
stubborn, chill. Chris Brown is gonna be one of the top ones. That
I know
pop up.
he is.
Most
That's my.
definitely
We actually got the same birthday.
Chris
So,
Brown is a Taurus.
all the way together.
Taurus. Yeah, what about Taurus?
They say we stubborn,
And
And
what's y'all's
and I say we not stubborn.
range of
Stubborn
what's
and
y'all-
don't like to
what's
listen.
Y'all month range in Canada to make you a Taurus.
I think like April 23rd to like
May 21st.
21st, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I know, like, you know, Earth sign, like, they'll say we're more chill, loyal, and down to earth, but our biggest thing is they say we're headstrong, we're stubborn. And
That's true.
I don't believe we stubborn. I just believe in what I believe in until you show me otherwise.
You don't think you're stubborn?
No, I believe it's just like, I'm not going to give up what I believe in just off of what somebody say. Like, show me that it's actually better. Let me sit back and let it marinate. Then I'll come back and be like, all right, I see where you're coming from. But if I don't fuck with what you're talking about, that's when it sounds like I'm stubborn. Cause I'm like, no, that's just foolish in my eyes. We just see it as foolishness.
I'm with. I have that too.
I'll give you, yeah.
I think
My dad is like
but-
that. I'll give you that.
But how y'all would
Yeah.
call it is y'all would call it stubborn, and it is what it is. But
I don't
yeah,
think that's what's stubborn though. It got to be some other shit because that ain't stubborn. Just
it,
like
I mean, it
you
might
not-
it might be some like hey man, when we mad or whatever, hey, whatever decision we made, we rocking with it no matter what you say. It's hey, we can't they can't nobody stop you.
I'll
So,
agree with
I can
that.
agree with that. 'Cause I remember when
I'll agree.
you and Dana wasn't the coolest, and I would like try to ask what the fuck was going on between y'all two, and you
Yeah,
would be
same.
like, I was like, damn, I never will see you like that. You know,
Yeah.
and you was like, nah, I don't want to talk about it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Because
And she would do the same thing.
I don't know if and Dana a Taurus too. But
Yeah.
still, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
My sister, but
They're the
I
same.
don't know if that's part of the stubborn or if the other attribute. Because I'm like, dang, if I talk about it, that emotion coming right back.
It was,
And I
be
it
like
came
trying-
off to me as stubborn, and because you always like the cool, like chill person,
Yeah.
like was like a stubborn, and it wasn't like on some rude shit. It was just like, nah, this ain't somewhere we should go right now. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
a vibe right now. Let's not
Yeah.
fuck up the mood.
Because I know as soon as I talk about it, that emotion coming back.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
know
like,
that shit.
and then I'm like,
That's
dang, well, I got
personal.
this emotion. I can't do nothing about it. Like, I can't fight.
Yeah.
Or I can't like actually do something to the person, so I just be like, man, no, because if I talk, maybe that's a tourist thing. Like if we talk about the emotion, we feeling it. That
feeling
emotion
it.
coming right back. It could have been 3 years, but if you want me to talk about it and get deep in on it,
Yeah.
now I feel exactly how I felt the moment it happened. So
All right. Well, let's not.
no, I'm good. I'm just saying like that's why a lot of times I'm like I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah. So okay, man. So we got some. All right. So what would y'all say if y'all had to? What would y'all say is the best Zodiacs y'all ran into as far as, let's say, a better half?
I don't even know.
Better
I
half.
don't
It
even
could be a
know
better
any of
half
my
or your best
girlfriends.
friend.
I don't know anybody's zodiac sign that
Okay.
I've dealt with.
It could be better half or like if you got
I know their
if you got
birthday, so y'all can
your
tell me.
one. What is your one friend? Ooh, dang. That's my other phone. Pass me that. And it's playing through everything. Girl,
It's your girl Dana. We in the
live.
podcast. We live, baby. We
tell her
live.
she gotta go.
She, we have a Taurus on
Yo,
the phone, y'all.
I'm
This is what
sorry,
we talking
y'all.
about. We said we live. She don't care.
Where you
Get
at,
your
cuz?
ass off the phone.
They at the
What's good?
They at the Decory shop.
Where
Don't
you
get
at?
shot.
Shooting the pod. He over there.
Where Miguel at?
Pass me that.
What time it is?
2.
Yeah. Yo. Hey, shit. Thank you, love.
Y'all see
Dana,
how
I gotta shoot
y'all
this
see how
pod.
he
Look,
got that big old
Dana.
smile on his face.
Shit.
All 32.
That's
I'm
'cause
talking
I'm
about
a
from
goofy
like.
ass.
Dawned on me that we was just talking about that.
Yo.
You know, and then she called. She knew.
I'm gonna call Dana, we gonna come up there. All right.
she
we
knew
gotta
to
go.
call.
Oh, they at the daiquiri spot.
Yo.
That's that
We,
Taurus
we
energy.
gonna come up there later. All right.
Yeah, that's our other cousin. She said she was pulling up tonight to be in the podcast, but y'all see she not here.
Hey, when she do come though.
It's gonna
Be
be.
ready.
It's gonna be. Hey,
That's
it's
gonna be a
colorful.
show.
It's
That's
gonna be colorful.
It's gonna be
It's
very
a very
colorful.
colorful, exposed ass.
It's gonna be a
episode.
show to tune in
That's my
to.
sister, but we haven't got a DNA test yet to prove it. But that's
that's your
allegedly
Nah,
my
that's your
mama. My
sister.
mama came home with her, and it's been
That's your
30,
sister.
we 32 years in.
That's your sister. Y'all
Yeah,
belong to
32.
Essie.
Yeah, but so
Peanut butter and jelly.
That's
can
it.
y'all think of any of y'all best friends Zodiac? Like, man, the one person I ride with, they Zodiac is XYZ. I know mine is my bro said. I'm 33. We've been rocking since I was 16. I got friends that I know older than that that I've known longer, but that's the one. And
What is he?
I think he's March 30th or 31st. So he's like I think he's an Aries or Aries.
They're pretty.
I don't know how
They're
you
pretty
say
dope
it. In
people.
Texas we say Aries, so you know AUR. But yeah.
Yeah. So okay, what
That's
else
bro.
characteristics about Aries that you've heard? You've heard all positive. They're like a positive.
They're
sign?
like I have a lot of Aries friends. They're a positive vibe. They're very optimistic people.
Yeah.
They like to look at the glass as half full versus half empty.
Type shit.
They don't get into a lot of drama, you know. They like to keep it low. They don't pop out, but when they pop out, you know it's them. You know, those type of people. And that's all of my Aries friends, and that's male and female. They've all been just like super dope people. I've never met a bad one, or met one that I didn't like ever. Nothing negative to say about them.
Either one of y'all.
So that makes sense why y'all clicking Zodiac sign as an actual
That's
thing. And not
that's
Yeah.
bro. That's bro to the wheels fall off, man. Shout out to my
Yeah.
boy Said
What
and
about-
all the
what-
god babies.
What about girlfriends? What's the worst Zodiac sign you got?
Gemini. You didn't hear me earlier when I said Gemini.
Yeah, you told me.
Nothing against my May Geminis, but Gemini.
No, I'm gonna agree with
and I
him.
want her best wishes. I pray she's flourishing in
Okay,
life.
let me ask you
But
this.
as far as
Let me
just
ask you this. Have you had multiple Geminis, or was it just this girl?
you know,
think it was just
now that I
her?
think that's my second Gemini.
Okay. And
I
they
date
both-
my first Gemini. No, that's 3. My first Gemini I dated when I met her at a boot camp, and then. No,
So
she-
how was she made? Were they May Geminis, June Geminis? Because you mentioned
yeah,
a June
both,
Gemini.
both of them were June.
Okay.
Okay, so were they the same kind of bad, or was this one the last girl? I'm just what I'm saying. Is it the girl?
I think the first one was it was just it was part we both needed to mature, and there was just them certain things that me growing up with women I wasn't finna deal with certain ways she talked, and then the last woman I think like her, like me, I had my traumas, but I seen the traumas her life, like the way it affected her life,
So
and,
more so her.
and I don't think she was like ready to fully heal through all of that. So that's why like part of it is
fair.
like, dang, you know what you did, but at the same time it's like you still got person still got to heal before they can really see what's going on with them. So, but yeah, I probably won't go down another Gemini road, drive, boulevard, lane, avenue,
I'm not really with all
highway,
the Gemini
interstate,
stuff, though. I
freeway,
mean, just overall.
route,
Yeah.
cargo
You don't like
ship.
You
Geminis
done it 3
either?
times, so
No.
Hey, I won't do it
Three different
again.
of those
I won't do it again.
routes.
Matter of fact, the other one isn't a Gemini. My daughter's mom, she's not. I believe her birthday is actually July, so she's not a Gemini. I think she's Cancer.
only 2 then, and they were
Only
both
2.
the same type of.
Ain't shit wrong
born
with
in
the Cancer,
late
though, ain't
Gemini
gonna lie.
or
In the middle.
middle Gemini.
Middle. You say what?
Ain't shit wrong with a Cancer though.
You?
Nah.
Motherfucker. Yeah, he was so ready. Hey, we got
with it though.
Nah, y'all crybabies. Ain't that what they said?
That's true.
What I'm crying
Sensitive.
about
Just cause you the one
Not
that don't
necessarily
cry.
dropping tears,
Y'all
but-
got some emotions.
Oh, there y'all go.
Emotional
I'll say-
ass
though. I'll
creatures.
say, if anything, built up emotions. Shit that we need to let out, but we don't.
Okay.
No, y'all got some deep reaction to stuff that ain't that deep. Bro, you stubbed your
I'll
toe.
say that too.
Now you hate the way you
I'll
was
say that
brought
too.
up. It's the reason why you don't know. You see, I can't walk right because my mama didn't pick the right partner. So I got the clumsy genetics. It get deeper and it shouldn't be
I
that
don't get
deep.
that from Eric. I don't get that
No,
from
not
Eric.
him. I'm just saying some cancers I done ran across.
Okay, so you would say
That
with
sound
zodiac
like-
signs, even though you may have these characteristics, not everybody's gonna be like the one.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't.
This sound like you done had some.
No, I
nothing
think-
but bad encounters.
I'm just talking shit because you say you try to make y'all out to be the best. Honestly, I just- yeah, nah.
I do.
I don't really think. I really think everybody got a lot of characteristics from each ever labeled as Zodiac. So I don't really think
attribute it to how you was brought up and what you
Yeah.
went through. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it matter when
if you got bad traits, just probably was brought up in some rough
But
shit.
what about Mercury in retrograde? Because what does that mean?
What do you mean, Mercury?
When
in
they say
retrograde?
Mercury must be in the Gatorade, that's what the men be saying.
Is it no? Is this like something like? Is this like
Well, this
something
got
for like
something
part
to
of
do
the
with
community
Zodiac,
type
Got
people?
something to do with Zodiac. I
the
didn't.
mood and the
Yeah,
mood
like
and
the
the
mood
times.
and everything. So they be like, yeah, we're gonna be in a retrograde for about 30 days. So y'all get ready. It really just like causes your mood and stuff to change and
So it just
stuff like
means
that.
everything's heightened.
Yeah, and it's like everything is gonna be at an all time high, and you just have to just be ready to be on go at any time.
I can believe that more than Zodiacs because I feel like that's more of a
believe
scientific,
that. I
biological
believe
because
that.
like
Of
we
the moon
live
and
off of the
stars,
sun
literally.
and the moon, so like there is certain
That I believe.
rays, energy. I believe now that I believe that more than the Zodiac.
So
Yeah.
when was Mercury in retrograde this year? Has it been in there this year? Was it
Hell yeah,
September?
it's definitely been, and then it's
Okay.
kind of crazy because if you believe in it, whether you believe it or not, if somebody said, you just be like, damn, the world is in shambles right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then I get on Facebook and you got some men, oh yeah, I forgot Mercury's in the Gatorade again. So, and it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Somebody told me I was a witch when I was trying to explain it. So
Nah, it
like,
makes sense.
I don't
Because
know.
like if you
It's
think about it, what you?
No, go ahead.
Like you think about it, like 70-something% of our body is water, right?
It's
So
water.
if the moon affect the tides of the ocean, water in our bodies get
What?
affected as well.
I
So
want to know why they label cuz a witch. I hate that. Like me. All right, me as a Christian.
Yeah,
Not
you're
in my
like
best,
straight product
not in my
opposite
best era as a
witchy.
Christian, but definitely trying to get better. The same way like we don't talk about this, but the same way Christians see other stuff as witchcraft, the same with those other religions see us as witchcraft. Like praying, they might see it as us casting spells. So like I just don't think that could be a whole nother topic for another thing. But I just hate how we like Christians are categorized so many things, and then we don't really think about like, bro, those other religions probably classify us those same kind of ways.
Same thing, yeah.
And
but I still
Christianity look down on every other religion. That shit was not.
I wouldn't say it's Christian. I think it's people that don't understand doctrine. Because
I just feel like the structure of religion is, and Christianity religion is set up to, I don't know.
But I think
This topic gonna start getting real deep. We're gonna have to take a shot.
I think that's the difference between when you actually studying. Like I'm gonna say it and I'll leave it at this. A person once said in the church, he said, most of the church is dying from condition because we focused on traditions. So the issue isn't really the word, because the word itself tells you to love everybody.
You gotta update
Right.
But then
times.
But the tradition is listening to the taboos that our grandparents and our ancestors said. So we take that and then we start projecting that on everybody.
Yeah.
And then that's where the negative inclination come from, because if you actually just read the Bible and did what the Bible said, you wouldn't hate someone that say is gay, lesbian. You may not agree with it, but you wouldn't have hate and want to down talk about it.
Right.
Religion and Christianity, because it's literally right there in the book. It don't say nothing about hate nobody because they gay.
You just supposed to
It don't say nothing about
just
one sin outweighing another sin in the Bible, at all. And I don't even read the Bible like that, and I know that. But you can ask anybody in the church. You know what I'm saying? They all think it do. Like they think if you say, "Oh, this person gay," that's just the worst shit.
It's not, because you can. It's because in there it says about his damnation, but still, you don't know what sin is going to make God tell you you're not welcome in my presence.
Right.
And I get it. If you disagree with somebody's sin, I'm okay with you trying to give them the word and letting them decide if they want to take it, as long as you're also a person that's willing to receive the word from someone else who believe they're trying to do the same thing for you. So if you're doing it in a capacity where you're trying to help somebody because you really worry about their soul, as long as you're able to receive that same type of listening and understanding from somebody else, even if they're not in your religion, because I can't come to you as a Muslim believing that my religion, because I do believe my God is my God, and I want you to come over to my side.
What does that mean when you say my God is my God?
Like
you believe that your God is only your God?
Like, no, not like I believe in God as far as Christianity, Jesus, his sacrifice he made, as opposed to whether it's Buddhism, any of the other things. So like, that's only what I mean when I say that. So if I come to you because I want you to know what I believe is the true faith, I have to be okay with listening to you. Not because I'm willing to learn, but it's just you probably are coming from the same genuine spot that I am.
Yeah, I get that, and I get that. Like I understand like what we supposed to be doing.
But people just don't do it.
What we do as Christians and Baptist Christians and Southern Baptist Christians, like that shit turned me out for the church at a very young age, bro. Like
it just sucked, bro.
BS, bro. Like it just turned you off. And like I went and found my own relationship with God. Like I don't need nobody else to have a relationship with God, because God created us all. He created us from head to toe. So that line of communication is already there. Like you don't have to.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? And tithes and offerings, like I go out and just do for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like my people around me. Like I don't feel like I have to give money to a church. That's just me personally. I understand why people do it and why people use religion, and they need religion because they need something to believe in. But like I don't know. I feel like people also have used religion to be so malicious for so long that that's what it's been taught off of. Like at its core, what you talking about, yes, that's what we're supposed to be on. Like you're supposed to just do stuff out of the kindness of your heart, not expecting nothing back, and that's really just like what everybody's supposed to do. But
and I think the sad part is like getting stuck in them churches and getting stuck in that way. Listen, we ain't gonna talk about it. Hey, we went one day and we left tomorrow, bro.
We went to church. Yeah, we went to church last Sunday, and I swear it felt like we got out on Monday.
They'll cuss you out if you leave church early too. If you got like a family, you get up and leave.
Well, we couldn't even leave because
look at them leaving.
But tell them we couldn't even leave because they kept asking for money.
Emergency?
Like we couldn't even get out the church.
Not to leave church, bro. You can really need to leave church.
Bro.
Like,
And everybody be looking at you.
Yeah.
They get the whispering, and
They
then
gonna
the
have to look
pastor
at me
want to
if I
call
wanna
you
leave.
out and stuff now.
Yeah, that
We was definitely there for 24 hours.
That's why I think like no matter what your
And they was
religion
asking,
is, bro.
man.
I think if you get that personal relationship,
That's what
it
it's about.
it makes it easier for you to find whether it's a church home, synagogue, or whatever. It's easier to find one that's actually good for you rather than going to one because everybody says it's good, and then you go to one and you get a bad taste.
Yeah.
That's why, like, hey, work on your own, like you say, your
Right.
own personal relationship will guide you wherever. And some people don't even actually connect to a church. Some people, they got a group of friends and they get together every Wednesday. So like, it's just, man.
Absolutely.
But I think the key thing with that is just, man, get your personal connection because from your personal connection, you can discern where you need to be.
Yeah. I feel like from my personal connection with God, I've realized that a lot of people, not saying that that's what, you know what I'm saying, anybody does, but I know some people need religion because they need that, something to lead, like the threat of heaven and hell keeps people in line, you know what I'm saying? To the point where they're
that's
like,
good.
damn, I don't want to do this because I don't go to hell, and I want to do this, I want to act like this,
And
I
that's
wanna get
and
to
that's
heaven.
just existing.
And that's like some people need that incentive to
Yeah.
believe and do right in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Else they'll just be out here killing and stealing, right? And so I feel like with my personal connection with God, like I've come to that realization, like, all right, so I don't need like the threat of heaven and hell to do right. I'm just gonna do right because that's just what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if when we die we get reincarnated. That's what I believe. I believe in reincarnation rather than heaven and hell.
Okay.
You know, so I believe we come back as something depending on how we lived our life and how we treated people. So
That's
if you treat
interesting.
people like shit, you're gonna come back as something that ain't favorable. So we just technically heaven and hell, but just a different sense. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what each religion is as well. Like Buddhism, I don't know. Like I ain't been into it and studied it or anything, but I feel like it's a threat of something bad and then a reward of something good that makes you stay in line, and that's what religion is. But that's what it's supposed. I mean, that's what it's used for.
I mean,
but
that's what
it's also
that
used
is.
to
Right.
manipulate
That's why
you.
so many people worry about the religion rather than a relationship.
Right.
So I mean,
Right.
hey,
It's fuzzy. It's
hey,
very-
we're gonna have to have a whole nother one.
But wait,
dedicated.
before we leave that topic though, I did want to ask y'all, like, because when you said, you know, giving out the goodness of your heart, you know, and stuff like that, I did want to ask y'all if y'all have recently seen the famous pastor on social media, Pastor
white dude?
Keon.
The white weird dude.
No,
that
the
look
black
like a
dude,
ghost?
Pastor Keon.
The one down in Houston.
Yes.
What happened recently?
Who's married to Shawnee?
Yeah.
You know, he was doing a message and he was preaching, and he preached a message about giving to the poor. And how giving to the poor, basically, you won't receive your blessing by giving to the poor.
You gotta give it to the church.
Yeah, like basically give it to church. That's what we were getting out of it. But basically, you would not receive your blessing given to the poor. That's not what God intended on us to do. And I don't know, like social media was in an uproar. Like, how are y'all listening to him? He's telling y'all not to bless the poor. He would basically, it can't be the goodness of your heart to give to the poor. Giving to the poor does not bless us. So why are we giving to the poor? Basically, is what he was saying. Like,
I haven't heard.
y'all
that,
have
but
to go
that's
and watch the
crazy.
video, and we're gonna have to come back and revisit
yeah,
the
I
topic.
never watched the video, but what does it matter who you give to? I mean, if it's from the kindness of your heart,
Right.
Absolutely.
I hope he was getting to a better metaphor. So I definitely want to
Go watch the video,
Look, your face
and we'll have
kinda-
a topic for next
Yeah.
week. Because
I can definitely say
But also
Yeah.
though, what we can't do, and it's whether you thinking about somebody church, like I say, different religion, or just family or friends in general. We so quick to write people out. That's why I don't follow. Rather than like say this is why I don't follow. Like have folks tried to like actually get together, be like, hey, we don't agree with you here. Have a sit down, like, because we all should be able to correct and help each other. Whether you're a pastor, cousin, brother, whatever. Like if we really feel what you're doing is misguided, man, that's part of that community and that family and that
Absolutely.
village coming together. Like, hey,
Yeah, correction is dead these days, bro. You can't even discipline your own kids no more, and they raising them up like that. Like I was
It's
working in the
abuse.
school district these past couple years, bro. It ain't no discipline for these kids, bro. So like when they actually have to get a job and get to work on time and shit, like little shit like that is gonna X them niggas out, and they're gonna be so many more homeless young people. I'm seeing them more and more every day already, like just homeless young people, like. That don't know how to do shit because they ain't never had to follow no instruction. Or
They don't fear
be on no
authority.
discipline.
bro,
Yeah.
the reading levels is crazy.
Yeah, that shit is pitiful.
They can't write in cursive. It's the things that we did, like that, like it's just not there no more, man. And then really now, like I heard now, like you can set your goal for what you want to make on a
Test.
state test, And as long as you make your goal, you're good. There is no, because remember back then, you didn't want to get under like a 1900 or whatever on like the task and star test. You was afraid to show your grade because you're like, man, hey man, I guess, I mean.
And not pushing the kids, bro. Like, that's why I don't trust nothing government ran, bro. And
Absolutely not.
Government ran. And I feel like it's, you know, the school to prison pipeline shit, that shit is real, bro. These kids not being able to read is going to directly lead to them not being able to get a job, which is going to directly lead to them having to be in the streets, which is directly going to lead to them killing and stealing and ending up in jail. School to prison pipeline, that shit is so fucking blatant today, bro. Like,
The schedule they have you on while you there, the way they feed you.
They let you out for an hour a day. That's
The food is trash.
Really, the mindset they tell you, rather than teaching people like,
Prison
okay,
style.
we don't want you to be a class clown. We don't try and, like somebody said, what if that person grew up, they want to be a comedian? The person that talked a lot, what if they grew up to be a politician or a speaker? Like, we don't, some of the stuff they write off as, oh, he needs to be in this special class or this is just disruptive. We don't really help in ways in God. And it's not saying that it's all on the teacher because, you know, we need the parents, but like,
that's what
we write so much, write so much stuff as off, like, no, you got to give.
Bro, it's only so much a teacher can do, though.
Like, teacher,
it starts at home.
Yeah,
it starts at home.
But I'm just saying, like, the way we're taught, it's almost like as if
have an unlimited amount of patience.
Right.
the schools don't really teach you let you like blossom in your creativity.
Check only.
Yeah.
Some teachers are.
I mean, you gotta be today because you gotta work so fucking much and they have to get paid so less.
And they're underpaid. Definitely underpaid.
School only really influences you to be a 9 to 5.
They do.
It doesn't influence your creativity. Yeah, you got pageants and all these little small things you do, but as far as like, it doesn't really like
what you talking about with how like in those private schools, if you got a kid, because like every kid ain't just suited and booted, you know, straight up and down like an army brat, like in those private schools. You got kids that act out and talk and comedians, and they highlight those kids, like you saying, like they do insinuate their gifts, and you know, so they help push them to where they can. All right, you talk a lot. We're gonna put you on this talk show. Like now they doing social media room stuff, and then they got an internship already lined up for college and stuff.
Fire.
So it's school systems out there that's pushing kids to that type of success. But public school, government funded public school,
none of that.
It ain't none, and they not making no incentive to it, and they got the funding to do it. It's purposely being done that way, bro.
Message. And the crazy part is they don't even at least teach us like life essentials, credit, interest rates. Interest rates and credits should be something that everybody like know coming out of high school.
And look at what they took away from the schools. They used to have like a mechanic program at
trades.
You graduate and you a fucking mechanic, bro. Yeah. That's how Bo is a mechanic. He ain't really a mechanic, but
don't get Chris started. As soon as he said his name,
right.
He got those skills from that program at Tech, and he done been that his whole life, like a mechanic. Like, and they took that shit out back in the 90s. I want to say maybe the after that, but like they had little stuff like that home economics, teach you how to iron, teach you how to wash.
Yeah.
My mama taught me how to wash.
But I will say,
third grade, I never learned it at school. But you was learning.
You should learn that stuff. But they are bringing. I think a lot of them are. At least the high schools are starting to bring in like where by your like sophomore, like as soon as you come in high school, some of them are making it to where you also can get college credits. Like I think either Crowley or North Crowley is partnering with
TCC.
Tarleton.
Tarleton and TCC.
So it's like
bare minimum shit though, bro.
Right.
That should because like you make me take this same algebra again. Like, well, just make it a little bit more advanced if you believe we can. Right. If you're gonna give me credit for it, just teach it in high school to be like, hey.
It is stupid to have to waste a year of college doing the shit you just got done doing. You could have did this in high school.
It's almost like, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all just wanted more money.
That's it. That's what it is.
Now I will say like some of them you do actually learn a little bit more in like say like I would say like history and government. I learned that like my professor in TCC was like, you know, they was honest with stuff like, hey, Columbus didn't discover America. I was like, what?
There's only so many different ways you can learn math.
True.
Like,
well, now they changing it again because you know now.
You see what we be over here going through.
It's some stuff where they say you can't even use your fingers. They got new math.
They don't want us to do it the way that we learned how to do it. Like my baby would be like, no, my mama get in trouble. I can't show my work like that.
If I have a kid.
I said, but this is how it's the same answer.
I'm
We're
showing you
getting the
old
same
math
exact answer.
because old math still works.
It still works.
I'm starting doing that Terrance Howell math, bro.
You know what?
Look, don't go there because 1 + 1, but you got to understand that something is in the middle, so you have to account for that
That's
something.
That's
Man, if we don't get-
makes sense. That's what we
Boy,
gotta
if you would have
go.
heard them
Okay.
before,
I don't feel like he told not one lie.
he wrote a whole thing out and submitted it.
He did.
I'm not gonna lie,
It's a whole like it's
Listen,
not. You can't even.
you
Nah,
got-
a whole thing ain't giving it justice. This nigga wrote like a motherfucking Bible.
Yes.
Just in
Because he had like a whole thesis.
But
Like
you got,
he,
but you got some people that done already done tore that down. Like I'm
I mean,
sorry,
they can
bro.
turn it down, but when he explains it,
I'm
makes sense.
makes
just
sense.
saying though, 1 + 1 will be 2 though.
And who
I get
says-
it when they come together. As they come together, whatever you are talking about is in the middle. Move the fuck out the way.
But the zero thing, I feel him.
But zero is you. I mean, but we've always said zero is nothing. We just don't elaborate it because they're
Well,
like,
I'm saying,
how
like,
much you got? Nothing.
Zero don't
Nothing.
need to even be acknowledged because it's either a 1 or it's -1. Is what he said.
But you have to acknowledge
and
nothing.
we add it into math when it don't make sense because zero being in math, we don't need zero in math. It's
But-
either 1 or -1.
But when somebody
Shit.
asks you how much you got and you tell them you got nothing, then I'm like, you gotta have something because we taking away nothing.
I mean, I either got
Either-
money or I got negative
Or I got
money.
nothing.
You feel me? I ain't never just had $0. I either had a little change or I was like, nigga, I owe somebody, bro. You feel me? Like,
But what if you had a moment where like,
Zero.
no, but you gotta think you got that phase where look, I ain't got no money, but my bills paid.
that ain't
That's having
That's
nothing.
not zero.
How? But you already paid your bills, but you don't have no extra cash.
You ain't just got zero though on the dot. It ain't no way. You got a penny somewhere around the house, so that therefore isn't zero. Am I right?
Not
It ain't no zero, bro.
How is there not
it
no
makes
zero?
sense. I'm just saying it makes sense.
So if your
It's a zero.
it's gonna be in the
if-
negative.
Acknowledge the zero.
So
I'm
so
saying it
so if
makes
your car run out of gas, how much gas you got?
negative gas.
You can't have negative gas. hey man, Terrance, come get your son.
Come
man.
get him.
I mean,
Nah,
you using
I
it
get-
that way, but
I
I'm
get-
just
I
saying,
get- I
like,
get you.
if you're thinking about just in outer space, right? If X and Y axis, right? All the way this way is you go all the way to 100, you go all the way to -100, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet at this point, this is not zero.
How about this?
Is what I'm saying. And that makes sense to me.
If
is
you
all I'm saying.
if you take away zero, then you take away.
you don't take away anything.
No, I'm saying if you take
Zero
away,
doesn't
if
do
you no,
anything.
I'm saying if we are trying to get rid of zero, just say
just
we don't.
say, hey,
If we don't want to acknowledge
does
zero,
nothing.
then we are taking out the importance of creation and creativity.
How so?
Because we say God
Zero,
said we came
zero.
from nothing, or when a person creates something, they started at nothing and came up with some. It takes away like a little bit of the image of their creativity.
You just trying to find something that's.
I'm just
zero,
saying, bro.
You
Like, bro,
got
like when people be like,
I just
the idea
understood where
just came
Terrance
to
was
me.
coming
That's all I'm
from.
saying.
It's a-
I understood it. It's just
No.
like saying like any like let's think about multiplication for instance. Any number times zero is supposedly be is zero, right? 1 times 0 is 0, 800 times 0 is 0, but
Zero.
1 plus 0 is 1, and 800 plus 0 is 800.
Which
It's
makes
like
no sense.
It does, it's two
Multiplying
different. It's
is
two
two.
different type of things.
But multiply is to not. So
But
how
the-
can zero take 800 to 0?
Because the only person
if
that
I'm
can-
multiplying it by 0, it should still be 800, right? If we just using our
Because
logic,
adding
right?
is you're adding to it.
But
Means
when
you-
you're-
Yeah.
okay, can I? So adding is you adding something that you're bringing to it.
Right.
But
But
when
you
but
can't-
if I'm
but you
if
can't-
it's-
on to what is
Because you're just putting it on top. But you can't multiply into nothing.
Right. So why
You
would it
can-
take me to 0 if I have something already?
if I already have 800 and I'm multiplying it by 0,
does
why
that
is
take
it giving
all
me
my
0?
800 away?
Because it's zero.
Why it take about 800 away? Like, why? You
It's
know what I'm
like-
saying?
Because you multiplied into nothing.
But multiplying is to double or triple or make more.
Make
add
more
to.
of. When you're
Okay,
multiplying, you're
if-
adding more.
if
You're
I,
adding,
if
right?
I throw that quarter on land, I can see it.
But check this
But
out,
if I
though.
throw
Check
it in
this out.
water, I lose it.
Check this out though. What's 800 multiplied by -1?
800 multiplied by negative? Negative 800.
Right.
Okay, but that's a negative number.
because like Terrance
Right. It's not
said,
zero, though.
Okay,
It's either positive or it's negative is what I'm saying. So you see where I'm feeling like 0.
but
we don't
because
really
zero
need it.
takes away.
What is it taking away?
Do
What
you
is it adding?
Hey,
What is it taking away? It's done nothing.
if I gave you a bag of money,
Right.
and would you throw it on land or would you throw it in water?
All right, let me give you another analogy about water. Listen, right? So
'Cause
water,
water-
it's a surface, right?
Water
Right.
not
Can
wet.
you walk on water? If you could, that would be zero, right? You would be walking on the zero of water.
If I could walk on water?
If you could walk on water, you would be on zero, right?
I would be
Can you not?
Jesus.
Right. So you go in the water or you out of the water, right?
You go down.
Right. So that's positive or negative, right?
No,
If it was zero, you could walk on it.
I became nothing because my life is gone.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's all
I became
y'all,
nothing.
so okay, y'all know I'm a girl's girl.
It took away my life.
So listen, the movie
Yeah.
Mean Girls, right? At the end of the movie, they were at a mad competition thing or whatever, right? And
Yeah.
so they did some mad problem, and the dude was like, the answer is zero, right?
Okay.
And so the girl was like, and they was like, no, it's wrong. It's not zero. And she was just like, the girl was just like, no, it's not zero. The answer is the limit does not exist. It's kind of like the same thing. Does zero really exist? Because then the answer should have been zero. But the answer wasn't zero. The answer was it really does not exist. So like it couldn't have been zero. So like Terrance was onto something.
So
That's all
what
say.
is nothing then?
I think I cracked your muffin with the water.
No, because when you put me on the water, I became nothing. My life gone.
What are you talking about?
I'm a drown, dog.
You just saying bullshit because
You said you put me on the water.
I'm saying like if you could, I'm saying like if
It's
walking
all-
on water
you're
would be
saying
you on
bullshit, you
zero.
just
The
lost
water
this
from
You
the
lost
earth,
this
from the
one.
surface, right? Because you got underwater and then you got outer water. Outer water is all positive. Underwater is all negative. Right?
How are you making outer water positive, underwater negative?
That's just the situation we're using right now. So right, like you in the water is all negative
Because you're going down, right?
Right, yeah. Below the x-axis, say water is below the x-axis, and then air, land, anything above water is above the x-axis. You know what I'm saying? So unless you can walk on water, you on zero, right? So that's the line.
So
But you cannot do that, can you?
You right. Oh, you didn't help prove your point.
Well, how come I didn't?
So I would either have to go down or I would have to go up, right?
Even a boat, when you put it on water, it go under a little bit.
So nothing can stay on the level of zero, right?
I don't water. I'm just saying I'm using that as an example.
So then
to
on
show
that
why
level
zero
of
is
water,
bullshit.
so on that level of water, since I can't put nothing at that level, that means when you try to put something with that level, it goes away.
Why would it go away?
You just said when you put me on water, I either go down some,
Yeah.
or I can
You're
somehow
not
go
going
up.
away,
Except
though,
for
you
not
going
getting a fight.
down.
Exactly.
Away means
So
disagree
exactly.
advantage.
So nothing can exist with it on that actual level of zero.
That's what I'm telling you.
So when you ask,
if
so
you
you
say
ask,
nothing can exist on zero, why the fuck does zero exist?
Somebody got to lose.
because
Somebody gotta-
it has to let because it's the warning to let you know what happens when you fuck with zero. You gonna end up with nothing.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Capricorn energy over here, and not Taurus energy. I got my Capricorn. My Capricorn is gonna keep going, and my Taurus is gonna be stubborn, and he believes in what he believes
nothing
in.
can
So
exist with
that's all I'm saying.
that even level of zero.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, we gonna be on that
So
shit.
now y'all see where I was going, y'all. You see? And I did, and I made my point about Zodiac
So
signs.
what's existing at
These
the
are
zero level
You see
then?
what I'm saying? He still believes
But
strongly
then you
in what
ask
he
me,
believes in.
how come
So
when
he's
you
gonna keep
how come when
going.
you multiply something with it, it's nothing?
Yeah,
It's kind of like saying how you wake up dead.
No. So you wait a minute. You saying you don't get why when you multiply with zero, it's nothing.
Right.
But then you just. But then you
But
just
do you
said.
understand? Like you understand what multiply means? You know
Yes.
it means to either double, triple, quadruple.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only way you multiply.
Okay.
If you want to do something else, that's
You're not gonna
subtracting, right?
Yes.
So how do you multiply something by something that don't exist and you get nothing if you had something to begin with?
Because you can't multiply into nothing.
So why do it exist? If we
It
can't
lets
do nothing?
it's literally it's identified as saying that when you multiply into nothing, you get nothing.
But why? If you multiplying.
That's how the ratio works on math. What do you
Somebody
mean?
told you that shit, and it's some bullshit. It's not. That's what we getting at.
But but how so show me something that you can multiply into zero and get something out of it then.
That's what we were saying. You can't.
Either way.
Wait, so
if
if
you're giving
question-
something to something and you multiplying something, something's gonna be there at the end.
Yeah.
It can't not be there unless you're using negatives, and it's gonna be negative. It
You
ain't gonna be
can't.
zero though.
You can't multiply nothing into zero and get something out of it. You can't. Physically, you
Yeah,
can't.
that's what the rule is. Yeah.
Physically,
But it don't make sense. is
You
what
can
I'm
you
saying.
can use elements. You can't multiply into the elements and get something out of it if you have zero elements.
Yeah, literally. But if you have elements,
That's adding.
no. Because we got 800 and we multiplying by zero and we getting zero. If I got elements and I'm multiplying by zero, why do I not have elements? That's what you just said.
You didn't
I broke
multiply.
again.
You
I'm
multiply. You
breaking
didn't
it
multiply
again.
because you multiplied it to nothing.
Taurus, for
I
real,
told you.
man.
See what I'm saying?
You just said you can't be at the 0 level as far as the sea, ocean, water.
That's just was an example, yeah. As in, you
So if you
on the
can't,
surface
so
or in
then
the
you
water.
ask, then why can't you multiply into 0? Because you can't be at that level.
That's just another example separate from that.
But
We're
I'm just-
talking multiplication and then we talking negative and positive. So you trying to put two things together to make a point.
I'm just
you're not
no.
gonna be able to do that with me.
I know, both your
points.
points are. You said you when you multiply into 0, you get
But you're
nothing.
taking both points to try to make one point, and you can't do that. You either
How?
gotta
But-
make this
but
point
it's
with
the-
the positive,
but the
and
whole
negative,
thing is about
or the zero and the multiply.
So what
Those
is
are
in the
two
middle, though?
different Maths, huh?
So okay, so what is in the middle of what is in the middle then?
Nothing.
So then, and can't nothing sit on nothing, right?
Right. So why is zero there? It's not
Because
there.
it's nothing,
It shouldn't be there.
and then you can't put nothing actually on 0.
That's what I'm telling you.
No, you said 0. So you said 0 is nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, then so that's still 0 because 0 is the symbol for nothing.
But we don't need it. Is
Why
what
do
I'm
you not
saying.
need it? You have to identify everything.
Oh, I can just say.
So
it's
what is
nothing.
space?
Space is space.
What is that?
What do you mean? What is
Why do you?
space?
Why do you? No, then it's nothing. If you
Hold
don't,
on, wait. You just trying to get a win on
no, because you're saying we shouldn't identify nothing. So then
Wait,
why? So
Eric
why do
has
we
something to
identify?
say.
Why do we identify space?
Eric had something to say, cousin. What did you say, cousin?
I'm gonna beat them on all of them. I can do this shit all day.
Yeah.
Check this out, y'all. Look. At this point, I am leaving the conversation because they tripping.
We're going to agree to disagree.
But hey, we gonna have our power. We just talking.
We
about
gonna have
bullshit
to.
Like
We
that.
gonna have to.
I can go off for like
Hey.
7 hours about trying to explain why
Imagine-
zero don't really need to be
Imagine
there.
just sitting here high or just under the influence
Listen,
of.
this one of those conversations where they be like, hits blunt. Okay, so really, when it
Most
comes to
definitely.
space,
We
you
got
know,
something lightning in the bottle. with
Hey,
that.
we got some.
We gonna take
That's
off
coming
with
back.
that.
Hey.
Oh me.
and now
Taurus
y'all
and the
see what I was trying to understand about the Capricorn and the Taurus. So now y'all see where we be going with the
Why she
Zodiac.
talking? So which
That's what I'm saying.
Brittany is talking while you over there talking?
Oh,
All of them. We all coming out. All of the Britneys
Here
are
we go.
talking.
it sounded like
Hey,
all
man.
And you know,
all of them.
all of them get aggressive sometimes.
That make crazy. Make crazy right now, bro. Make crazy.
Going crazy.
I'm going make crazy right now.
FYI, McCray is our maiden last name, right?
Yeah.
All our grannies are McCray, so we had a little segment called Going McCrazy, and she just went McCrazy.
Shout out to all
We just women crazy here, man. So cuz chill, man.
Yeah, right? Look at that. Look at that.
You see?
Hey, the way you did that.
Bringing that in.
We working it
Bringing
out,
it
man.
in.
Hey.
Hey man, it's been a pleasure kicking it tonight, man.
It has.
Yes,
How long
sir.
we been going?
The segment was funny.
We just 45.
Did your picture
Over
move?
45.
Did your picture
Yeah,
move?
yeah, I'm playing with it.
Period,
It's
cousin.
live. It's a live picture. You just put a live picture.
So yeah,
Oh, I
man,
like
listen.
it.
Shit looks smooth, huh?
If you like it,
does.
man, leave a comment, leave a suggestion, subscribe, man. Stay tuned, man, and tell somebody else about it, man.
And zero
Yes,
don't
sir.
exist.
Like,
The limit does not
comment, and
exist.
subscribe.
Terrance Howard mouth, goddamn it. Shout out Terrance Howard. Get you on the show to explain to this nigga that zero is not a thing.
It's not a thing.
It don't need to be a thing.
God, we ready.
Now, who is we? Now, see, you talking about these other personalities coming out because when you said we ready, who you mean?
It wasn't ready.
All y'all on this
Right?
zero. Y'all saying zeros is nothing, so you're gonna always have to acknowledge it.
Like
I'ma ask you what you
cousin
doing.
said.
I'm done with
Because when you say when I ask you what you doing, and you say nothing, I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
nah,
Yeah, you
ain't no
know.
way.
You can't.
Ain't no way, no.
It's gonna
No.
look, it's gonna show up on the field.
We cutting this out. We just talking at this
Look,
point.
every time you try to lie to us, I say chop, 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 chop.
Hell
chop.
no.
Oh God, I
Jimmy,
think
what-
you gonna see it.
what-
You'll see.
You look just like Terrance looked when he was convinced on that look. You got
Yeah,
one
right. I
and
believe
one.
it.
There is something in the middle that you have to account
It's
for.
facts, bro. It makes sense. It's
makes
all I'm
sense.
saying. I'm just saying it makes sense. More than fucking what they told us. Just because they told us.
That's just because you a conspiracy theorist.
They put it in the book.
Hey,
I don't believe
so-
shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Question everything.
hey, that's another segment.
Yeah, we'll get into that next episode.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, y'all be easy out here, man.
Be easy.
Be easy.
It's
Tap
Brittany,
in.
aka the best cousin, aka BB.
See the how cuz chill.
Hey, E-man. Tap in.
Period.
Migo dos.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't clap.
Oh, y'all want to? Hey, fuck it. All right.
All three. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
That sound real crisp.